Hi, I just thought I would go over why 21st century technology literacy is so important and different ways that we can use that literacy in today's society. So some of the problems that we're facing as a society are greater than we've ever faced before. So you've got a list here that you can see. It's just on 21stcenturychallenges.org. But they're just really big challenges that like I said, we haven't faced before, and they really do need to be addressed. In order to solve them, we're going to have to think creatively, and we're going to have to collaborate together, and we're going to have to analyze the problems and really sit down, and it's so much easier to do that when we're using technology. So if we can use technology in the classroom today and incorporate it, then the students that we have today are going to be more ready to go out and solve those problems, because they'll already have the knowledge of how to use the technology. So when we think back down to the very basis of the technology, everything is run through code. So if we can teach them how to use the code and write the code themselves, then that's gonna help immensely. So here I've got some Python up in terms of coding, and it's very, very basic. You can see on this side, this is the code that was run on this side. So this just basically creates a calculator. And then you can see here, you can type arithmetic here. I type it in using the symbols that the program told me, and then it solves it for me. So this is just an example of a very basic function, but computer programs can be used for so much more than that. Once you learn the basics, you can kind of just play around with it, and it will do anything you really can program it to do, which is quite a bit. There's also when you're looking at purchasing supplies for your classroom, something that's so much easier to do on the internet because you can compare from different vendors, right? So we can see, if you don't want to spend more than $25 in your classroom when you're buying the Magic Treehouse series, you can look and see, you can get books 1 through 8 for $20 for this person, but then this one only has 13 through 16, and it's $20, so you can compare prices a lot more easily. You can sort things much more easily than you could in a store. And I think that that's a really useful tool as a teacher when you're looking to buy the most economical supplies for your classroom, because we know that teachers do spend a lot of their own money buying supplies. The other thing is technology can make learning so much more interactive. I've got up the Kahoot page. I've seen it used in a classroom. Basically, students answer individual questions, and then they can send their answer in, and then once the time is up, it shows where they stack up in the class. So it's a really awesome way because they get to see where they are in the class, and they get to compete, which really motivates them to learn. They get so excited about it, but they're also learning, and I think that that's just totally awesome. The other thing is it's going to make technology makes communication so much better. So if you're in an internet classroom where you want to actually see your student face-to-face, you can Skype with them. If you want to just send a quick email to a student who's been missing for a couple of days, you can shoot them an email and just say, hey, this is what we've been covering. If you could read the textbook so you're caught up when you get back, you can do that. Or you can just communicate with the parents of the students easier. Emails tend to change less often than phone numbers, I've found. So you can email a parent even if you don't have a working phone number for them. They're going to get it instantaneously. If they're not able to grab the phone right then, that's fine. They can answer the email whenever. And I think that's super awesome. With the right apps, you can text through your computer. So right here I could text this person, the automated program. But and then the last thing that I have is the Geometer's Sketchpad. The last thing I wanted to cover was Geometer's Sketchpad. So this enables me to construct a triangle and then their perpendicular bisectors of each side. So I can show the students very easily that these perpendicular bisectors are always going to have the same intersection point, as in that all three of them are always going to intersect together, no matter how the triangle is formed, which actually proves a theorem in geometry, so it would just be a really easy way for them to visualize what that theorem actually means. I hope this helped.